Hi everyone. I will just try to give you the step-by-step process in getting your K1 interview in US Embassy Manila. So first, about the dress code. There's no dress code going there. Just wear whatever you are comfortable and just look presentable. That's it. I can see some there. They wear really formal. Some others semi formal. Some just wear pants and sandals. And t-shirts. So I think they're not really specific with whatever you wear because when they interview they cannot even wear the whole. They cannot even see you whole, but only they can see you like from here because you just stand in front of the window. Okay. So I arrived there. My interview schedule is 7:30. I arrived there 7:10, and I go straight right away to the line where it says K1 visa, and I talked to some people there. They said their schedule is 9 a.m. but the guard will just let them in. So we went straight. We go inside, and there are ladies there that will ask you to just get your passport and your DS 160. They will only ask for it, the only one page. They didn't even look for your online appointment, but just print it if in case. So you have to fall in line getting inside the US Embassy. So those ladies, first step is those ladies, they will they will get your DS 160 and put a sticker in your DS 160. They will get your passport, they will put it in a ziploc, and then put the sticker in your DS 160. The sticker looks like this. I don't know if you can read it. So it has your name on the top, your barcode with your like C00. I remember my sticker is like C00. It means you have to go to group C because there's A, B, and C. And then there's like 5 here. They cannot even read it because it's like transparent. So there's a square like data entry. Next is pre-screening. Next is fingerprinting. Next is interview, and next is releasing. Okay, first is when you get inside, you cannot bring cell phone. Never ever bring phone because I saw a lot of them like having problem where they would leave their phone. So don't bring phone. Water is not allowed. You can't bring water. You can't bring any food because the guards are really strict on the screening. No, yeah. So when you get there, so I only have like my folder, this folder. So I only have that. So when I get there, I have my DS 160 with a sticker and my passport on a ziploc. First is I went to a group of C, where in just few people there, data entry. So on that window, so you have to fall in line. That window, in not falling in line actually, you have to sit there, and there's only like two falling in line because that's next there. There's only one window for data entry. Data entry, they will just give your you have to give your passport and your DS 160, and they will just ask your name and your birthday, and that's it. And they will sign on top of your DS1 on the sticker, put the time and sign it. And then so next you have to fall in line again for the pre-screening. In pre-screening, it is a Filipino consul. There's like two window for pre-screening. This pre-screening, they have your folder. So when you get there, you have to give your DS 160 and your passport. So this, and the girl get my so she look at it, and then when she saw my name, she go back to the files and then look for my folder. So I believe that folder is from the USCIS or maybe from the NVC. So, and then it's there. So she opened that folder, and then she can see those files. I can see that that files is from from the NVC, and she asked for my birth certificate, my CENUMAR, my medical, my NBI. It should be valid not more than 90 days. The CENUMAR and your NBI, it should not be more than 90 days. If not, then they will give it back to you, and you have to return. They will give you a form 221G, and so they asked it. They asked that those forms, and she also asked for my medical result from the St. Luke. When I handed it to her, she opened it and read it, and then stapled it all together. She took my passport also, and then put it on the folder, staple it on the folder, and she just only give my DS 160 also sign on the DS, sign on that sticker above. And she asked for some questions, like she asked a lot of questions actually, like where did you meet your boyfriend, your fiance, from where is he. Most important, you should memorize your fiance's number and your fiance's exact address, because she will ask it. She will ask your full name, your fiance's name, your birthday, your fiance's birthday, phone number, your email address, your fiance's email address. She will ask it. I talked to some people there. They said that consul, she even asked for a proof of relationship, emails. So she, it's like she's doing a pre interview. So that's all that she asked me, like where I met my fiance, where she lives, what's his exact address, and how do we stay connected, how long are we been together. So I think it's just a basic question about you, about your relationship. So if you have a genuine relationship, you could answer it really easy. And so she didn't give my passport back. She put it on an envelope. She stapled it on an envelope, and I believe it will go to the American consul, who will do the final interview. And then, so I fall in line with the fingerprint. Of course, I have a problem, as I mentioned in my video before, that I have a problem with my fingerprints. And I already got a certificate from the dermatologist, so I think I'm okay. And yeah, so when I was on the step 4 already for the interview, so that's the long wait there. Maybe I waited for like 2 hours. We have to sit, it's a long line, maybe it's like 100 people, and there's only like maybe 5 windows for American consul having the interview. And some of the interview I can hear them, and some of them like took 15 minutes, 10 minutes, even though I can see like there's one Filipina and one American guy, and the interviewer said, I can hear the interviewer ask the Filipina a question in Tagalog, and she asked it again in English, and then the American guy, the fiance, answered, and then the girl said, the interviewer said, like you're out of it. I'm asking her a question to know whether she knows the answer. So if you keep on answering, you better sit down. I really can't hear it because that time I was on in front. And yeah, they asked a lot of questions, and they asked for a lot of proofs, because I also saw one girl there. She's like showing a lot of papers, putting it in the window, and the consular check it, and then ask another questions and another proof again. So I was getting nervous already, because I know I'm prepared, but I can't help it. I'm nervous because, as I can see, the interviewer, they don't look friendly, they don't look happy. Well, maybe they need to, because in their job they need to look strict. And so I was like falling in line, and there's one guy. I said, I wish, I prayed I'm not going to be in that guy, because I noticed that he asked a lot of questions, and he's really, for me, it's like really critical. Well, maybe because I noticed that those girls ahead of me, they're very young. So maybe they're asking for a lot of questions. So I don't know what are their cases. But when I get there, it was like, I said, "Hi, sir," and he said, "Hello, how are you?" I said, "I'm good, sir. Thank you. How are you?" So he looked at me and smiled. So that's the interviewer I prayed for, that I hope I won't be in his window, but it goes to me. So I just like, okay, I know I can answer the questions, because as what I said, if you have a genuine relationship, you could answer the questions really easy. And besides, I'm ready. So I said, I'm good, thank you. And how are you, sir? He looked at me and smiled. I said, oh wow, he smiled. So I was like, I'm good, thank you. And then I slide my papers. He didn't even ask it. I said, here's my paper, sir. And she said, Leilai. I said, yep, that's me. And then I just like, yep, that's me. And look at him and smile. And then he asked me, how old are you? I said, I'm 28, sir. How old is your fiancé? I said, he's 36, sir. And then that's while answering him, I took this out from here, and from here, and put it in front of him, like in front of me, just, and then do like this. He's 36, sir. So I do like this and put it there. And said, okay. So he said 28, 36. I said 8 years difference, sir. I said, oh, too close, not too bad. I said, yes, sir. So, but I still smile. And then he get this. He gave me this already. He said, okay, your visa has been approved. So in case of domestic violence or emergency, you have to read this. For in case of emergency, you have to call 911. I said, oh wow, thank you, sir. So okay, and I'm just waiting for your folder. So so I know I'm approved, and I was like, that's all. So the lady the lady at the back handed him my folder. He said, sir. So okay, he already he already signed the DS-120. He didn't give it back to me, and he opened the folder. I believe that's from the lady, Filipina, on the pre-screening. So because I saw my passport, he already stamped it approved, and then he opened it, he stamped it approved, and then just like, fight. Where is this? Is this a small town? I said, what, sir? Fight. Is this a small town? I said, I think so. It's a small town, sir, because he live in Pai. He's working in Takwila, and he's visiting his mom or playing hockey in Kent. And she said, so I figured out it's a small town. I said, okay. So that's like looking again, stamping every paper. He's stamping it, like approve. I can see it. It's approved. And then he asked me another questions, and I was like, what does your fiancé like doing? He's not looking at me. What does your fiancé like to do in his free time? I said, oh, if he's not working, he's playing hockey with his son. And she looked at me and said, he has son? I said, yes, sir, 16 years old. I said, okay. So it's like, but still, he's happy stamping my papers. And I said, so if he's not playing hockey, then he's working out. And I said, okay. So she finished stamping all the papers, fold the folder, handed it back to the lady. I said, and then went back. I said, okay, sir, thank you, sir. I took this, and I said, okay, sir, thank you, sir. And then I'm about to leave, but I went back. I said, sir, excuse me. I said, sir, excuse me. And she said, yes. Are you not going to take this? So this is the affidavit of support. So I said like, are you not going to take this? The affidavit of support. And he said, no need, you're good. Expect your passport with a visa to be delivered to you in 7 days. So I hope you, congratulations, and I hope you get well in the United States. And that's it. That's my experience. And I waited actually for my from the girl next to me because I've been talking to her, and she said she's 40 years old. I forget the name. She's 40 years old, and her fiance is 64. And yeah, she said she got approved also, but she got a 221G. But I think she can make it. There's just some files, some affidavit that the consul